I'm actually in it. I'm gonna say I have what am I talking about? Girl, get it together. Hey boo. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Blush, and I'm back with another motherfucking video. Okay, so I am, if you notice, in a different surrounding. Okay, so I'm actually in my living room right now, and I am here because today I'll be doing a sit down video. Y'all know when I do the sit down videos, I'm gonna get y'all tea. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all what's to the what's, because I'm fed up with the gatekeeping. Okay, so I've been noticing lately that on my videos, my tummy tuck videos, I always get comments of the girls saying like, you know, thank you so much for being transparent, thank you so much for being honest with us, we really appreciate this video is everything. Like, I've gotten some great comments about my tummy tuck videos, so then that let me know like what they showing the girls out here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like us as women, some of us, not all of us, we be afraid of the competition, so we'll try to gatekeep things that's cute, things that make you better as a woman, just as an indirect way of not necessarily tearing you down, but just trying not to let you get up to what they feel like is their level. You know what I'm saying? So thankfully I'm not like that, you know what I'm saying, because I'm in a class all by myself. I'm gonna give you guys some tea. Okay, so the tea is, I'm gonna tell y'all my top 10 tummy tuck must-haves, but I feel like these worked for me during my time of healing. Post-surgery, you know, you're going through a lot, you don't really know what you're gonna go through, so I feel like a lot of the videos that I did look at were showing me things, and I feel like if I didn't have these things that I wasn't gonna heal properly, and so it just turned into a big mess. But I'm gonna break it down for y'all today in 10. I'm gonna give y'all the top 10 items I feel like y'all must have for y'all tummy tuck surgery, period. I am a medical professional. I have my bachelor's in nursing. Those of y'all that know me personally know that nursing has been like my entire life. So I do have a bachelor's in nursing. I am a medical professional, but in no way am I a doctor. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you guys what worked for me. I am telling you all that you need to follow your doctor's orders. I'm telling y'all that if y'all get this surgery, y'all need to make sure y'all do y'all research. Y'all need to make sure y'all mentally ready for it. And this is in no way me telling you, hey, go out and get a tummy tuck. Y'all my peeps, so I gotta let y'all know what's tea. All right, my surgery was April 4th. I think the 4th or the 5th. I wanna say it was the 4th. April 4th, 2021. This is January of 2023, so I'm a little bit more than a year and a half out from my surgery. I feel great. I feel like I've built more esteem about myself. I feel like I'm not as paranoid or, I don't know, about my appearance. I feel like I can basically get naked whenever the fuck I feel like it and not have no type of, oh, my stomach, or, you know, none of that. So I already had the confidence, but once I got the surgery, baby, took my shit up times 1,000. Okay, anyway, let's get into this list, because I know that's what y'all came for. Okay, first things first, the number one thing I felt like I needed, like, you get your surgery, you get out of surgery, when you get home, you're gonna be tired. Your body just went through some crazy shit, so you're gonna want to lay down. And for me, the number one thing I needed was pillows. I needed a lot of pillows. I'm gonna go get my pillow that I have. This, keep in mind, is almost 2 years out, and I still use this pillow to this day. This is one of the pillows that I used for my tummy tuck. I actually bought 4 of them. I didn't know how many I would need, but honestly, I ended up using 4 at first, and then gradually I went down to like 3 to now I sleep on 2. So when you first come home, they're gonna have you sleep in what's called a jackknife position, and you're basically gonna be sleep with your knees closer to your body. They want you to keep that position so that you don't stretch anything out. You just kind of let the body start healing. I recommend a thicker pillow because for me, I needed to be in that jackknife position. Again, that's this position here. So like I had to have pillows under my legs. I had to have at least 2 pillows, actually 3 pillows on my back and 1 under my legs. So at times, depending on how much pain I was in, I would add a pillow or take a pillow away. But it took me about 3 weeks to be able to start taking pillows away and feel comfortable. I was able to take pillows away and just lay, but to actually feel comfortable laying on my back like that, it took me about a good 3 weeks. Literally, I feel like 3 weeks was the magic number for me. A lot of shit was improved by like week 3. Anyway, so that's my top number 1. Have them before you even come home. Have your bed set up before you come home. Order the pillows off Amazon. I'm gonna link everything down below. Then the second thing I feel like, and this is not in order of importance, these are just the top 10 things that I feel like I needed. Pain relief. Baby, I needed that pain relief. And my pain tolerance is high, but I do feel like I needed to take pain medicine. And a lot of people say, oh, I did it without medicine. But honestly, medicine, and this is coming from a professional, medicine aids the healing process. It makes it where you can move a little bit more. You're not as stiff. It makes it where your body can heal better. So I recommend taking your pain medicine. And when you run out of that, get you some Tylenol. So I had Tylenol PM, I had regular Tylenol, and I had the Percocet that the doctor gave me. The doctor gave me Percocet 5, and he told me to take 1 to 2 tablets, I want to say every 6 or 8 hours as needed. And so I took both pills. I had no shame in my game because I was healing. I had been cut from hip to hip. I was hurting, you know. So I feel like you definitely need pain medicine. If you're going to get through this process and do it with as much comfort as possible, you need pain medicine. But take what the doctor gives you, and when you run out of that, start with the Tylenol. So that's number 2. Number 3, have somebody to help you at home. It could be a friend, it could be your kids. For me, it was my kids. So I feel like you need help at home. You're gonna need help kind of walking the first couple days. If it's anything like mine was painful. I'm not gonna say like, oh, I wasn't in that much pain, because that's a fucking lie. It was pain, but I had help there and it made it easier for me. She also cooked a few times when I didn't feel like cooking. She also helped me with my drains. When it was time for me to get into bed, she would put the pillows under me just to make it easier for me. If I needed to go get something and it was like far away and I could, like say if my phone was ringing in another room, she would go get it. She was just a major help. So I think it will really benefit you to have somebody at home to help you. You know, if you don't have somebody at home to help you, it just is what it is. Like, we soldiers, we gonna get through it regardless. But I feel like you would really benefit from having somebody at home to help you. I did appreciate having somebody at home with me, just even for emergency purposes. You never know. This is a major surgery, so you could possibly have some complications. That is a possibility going into it, and you want to have somebody there in case you do have some, you know. So we all big girls, we know what we getting ourselves into, and I just really think that for emergency purposes and for assistance purposes, you should very well have somebody at home with you. My number 4 is, and this might, I don't know, people might disagree with me about this one, but I feel like a protective style in your hair, major key. Okay, you're not gonna feel like doing your hair. You're not gonna feel like washing your ass, let alone doing your hair, doing your makeup. You're not gonna feel like all of that. So for me, I had braids during the process, and this does not apply to any specific race. You can be Caucasian and get braids. You can be Indian and get braids. You can be Japanese and get a sew-in. Like, it doesn't matter the race or the nationality. I think a protective style would be best. Braids are good, wigs are good. I feel like sew-ins are good. Things that will protect your natural hair, because you got to think, you're going to be laying on the back of your head. You are going to be in pain. You are going to be sleepy from pain medicine because you're in pain. You're just not gonna be in a specific frame of mind. You're gonna really be zeroed in mentally on your healing process and just trying to feel better. So I think that the last of your worry as a woman should be hair. Like, get a wig, get a lace front, get some braids, you know, braid your shit yourself. Like, you gotta think, you reaching above your head, you stretching and extending your torso, that could be quite painful. So not everybody is gonna want to comb their hair. Now granted, after maybe about a week, I wanted to like style my hair and put on makeup. I wanted to feel a little prettier, but it's rough. It's gonna be rough. You have to just listen to your body. And I think that while you are going through this healing process, a protective style is something that will lessen the stress that you have going on. Don't nobody need to be worried about their hair or their nails when they going into surgery. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I do recommend you wear a protective style because you may not have help at home, or you may not be in a physical mood to do your hair, you know. So that's my number 4. And I'm giving y'all tea right now. I'm piping hot, period. And I'm not gatekeeping at all because that's not my style. So y'all make sure y'all hitting that like, and y'all make sure y'all share this video for other people who may be, you know, thinking about having a tummy tuck and just don't know what to do. Baby, when I say this one was so instrumental, I named it. It had its own personal name, okay, baby? Do y'all remember Grady? If not, you need to go back to my original tummy tuck video. Grady got a name for a reason, a OG. I felt like Grady was my best friend. Okay, my number 5 is a reacher. One of them reachers that's like, you know, like you see the elderly people with, they reach and get their stuff and it's got like a little trigger on it. It's like a long stick with a handle. Baby, I had one. His name was Grady. All right, I needed that reacher. I felt like that reacher was very important. I would drop stuff and you know your stomach is hurting. Like, you can't just bend down and get stuff like you would normally get it. Just any little thing that I needed to be gotten up off the floor, or it was too far for me to reach and extend myself, I used Grady to do it. So listen, go back to that video, because if you don't, it's not gonna make sense to you. Go back to that video. I'll plug it in somewhere up here, but I needed Grady. I needed Grady. A reacher, baby, go ahead and get you a reacher. Don't even play around with it, okay? The stuff that I use is gonna be in the Amazon links below. If you don't want to get it from Amazon, that's fine, but for me, I just needed it shipped to me. I didn't need no stress, so it's gonna be linked. Anyway, my number 6, I appreciated having stool softeners. Now in my case, I bought Colace, regular Colace. I want to say it was in Walgreens. I think I might have got it from Walgreens. If not, then I got it from the dollar store. But a stool softener. And you probably gonna need a stool softener because when you're not active, you can get constipated from like not moving around like you should. So you have to think that can constipate you, and also the use of narcotics, which is probably what you'll come home with, is going to limit your ability to pass a bowel movement. So you want to have something that takes the strain off, because also if you're in pain, you're not going to want to bear down and strain to pass your bowels. You're not gonna want to do that. And this is not TMI. This is like real stuff. This is really happening. Like, everybody does it. So if you think it's TMI, you're stupid. You got to make sure that you are taking something to combat the constipation that you might get from taking Percocets or taking Norcos or whatever it is that your doctor gives you. So yeah, that's my number 6, stool softeners, okay? And have this stuff before you have your surgery. Get it from, you go to Walmart and get your detergent, get it then, you know, get it off of your mind so that you'll have what you need. Okay, my number 7. It's kind of connected to my number 6, but I feel like you need antacids. Like a Tums, Rolaids. Your stomach is gonna be tight, and then on top of that, most times you're gonna wear a binder. Depending on your doctor, you're gonna wear a binder. So all of that keeping you closed up in the stomach area, to me, it caused like heartburn. I had bad indigestion. One time, baby, I felt like this was my last night here. It's not funny, but I felt like I was on my way out because I had heartburn just that bad, where it was like I thought I was dying. They did make my stomach, they compressed it, you know, they made it smaller, it's tighter. that food, the acids from the food don't really have nowhere to go, you know. And Tums helped me. My stomach was too tight, I was eating, and that acid was trapped. The Tums helped me a hell of a lot. So you got to make sure you have some Tums on deck, something for them heartburns, because baby, it's gonna happen. That's my number 7. My number 8 is compression socks. Now, they give you compression stockings after surgery most times. I bought compression socks from Amazon, and I bought some because obviously I'm not going to wear the same compression stockings every single day if I'm walking around the house and I'm getting in and out the bed, and you know, like I'm putting them in and out my socks. Obviously body soil, I didn't want to wear the same socks stockings every single day. So I bought socks, and I did feel like, you know, I'm artsy, so I like colors, I enjoy stuff like that. So I felt like having the prettier socks on me made me feel better, you know. So it sounds weird, but it's really true. Now, what it helps with is 2 things. It helps with the swelling of the legs, in which when you have surgery, you get fluids. The fluids have to go somewhere, so that helps to get rid of some of the fluids. And compression socks also are very important with like the prevention of blood clots. If you're not going to be doing as much activity, which is where blood clots come from, among other things, then you do need to keep some type of compression in place so that the blood is pumping better and you're not at as much risk as if you didn't have on any at all. So to me, compression socks are a must. Medical wise, they're a must. We never bring patients up from surgery without compression socks. As part of our nursing measures, we must make sure the patient has compression stockings or something compression boots or whatever. If you're in healthcare, you know what I'm talking about. But you have to wear them around the clock, 24 hours a day. So, you know, why not make them pretty? So I do think compression socks are a must have when you have any surgery, but especially when you have tummy tuck surgery. My last 2 are a little less tangible. They're not actual products. But my number 9 is you have to have patience. It's a must that you have patience throughout this process, because you're not right away, you're going to notice a difference, but you're not going to look like how you want to look right away. You have to give yourself time to heal. You have to give your body time to heal. You have to give your mind a chance to catch up with your body and realize what's going on, you know. So you have to be patient throughout this process. If you come from out of surgery and you still got a little bit of pudge, don't panic. Don't panic. If you got questions for your doctor, obviously you should call your doctor, you know, and ask questions. But don't hit the panic button, because your body is healing, and bodies take I'm not gonna say a long time, but they take a significant amount of time to come together and do what they need to do to get you better, you know. So be patient with your body. Be patient with yourself. Don't give yourself a timeline of, oh, in a month I should be in a swimsuit. No, don't put that pressure on yourself. You know, make sure that you're just doing what you need to do on your end so that you healing correctly. Make sure you follow your doctor's orders, and be patient with yourself. Don't put stipulations. If you're seeing your doctors before work and it's after work, and you've been enticed enough to book him for your surgery, let him do what he's trying to do. I'm not saying that everything's going to come out perfect. What I am saying is that your doctor is part of the healing process. He's going to go in there and initially do what he needs to do. But all that time afterward, you're not going to be with your doctor. You're not going to go to sleep and wake up with him. So you have to put your efforts into healing. And to put your efforts into healing takes some patience. Don't put a lot of pressure and stipulations on yourself after the surgery. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your mind. Be patient with your body. Now, my number 10, my final one, is commitment. Okay. And it sounds corny, but this is a process that is not going to be over with in 24 hours. This is not a tooth extraction. This is, for most of us, if your stomach was big like mine's was, hip to hip incision. You have to be committed to the process. During that time, you will go through, I'm not gonna say you will go through it, but I went through like emotional issues, because I'm used to doing for my kids. I'm used to jumping up, making food, you know, getting them ready for school. I had to do something different than what I was used to doing, so that kind of bared heavy on me. But I did have to realize that, baby, you committed yourself to this process. Don't waver now. You know, get through it, pray about it, take your meds, work on yourself, pay attention to yourself, and stay committed no matter what to the process. You cannot give up. You have to keep going, and that involves major commitment. On a scale of 1 to 10, the amount of commitment you need to have for a tummy tuck and the healing process is a 10, easily. I think I talked y'all ear off today, and that's why y'all should like, comment, and subscribe and share, because you know your girl trying to bring the content every single week, sometimes 2 times a week. And I'm going, y'all.